Hey love, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I hope you will enjoy this content and that you will be encouraged to go watch my other videos on my channel. So let's get straight into it. I posted a video a couple of weeks ago talking about my journey with becoming a loctician, how I quit my 9-to-5 to start my business. And I got a lot of positive feedback and responses from that video, and also some questions about people feeling like they, have a hard time finding their purpose, identifying what their purpose is, and trying to figure out what they want and how to transition with wanting to become an entrepreneur and so forth. So thank y'all for all the positive feedback from the previous video that I posted. I really enjoy my community. I really enjoy all the love that you guys give to me and all the love that you guys show me. And I hope that I am doing the same for you, that I'm helping you and showing you love, because that's all I got for you is love. So let's get straight into it. Today I'm going to basically talk about how I guess found that passion and purpose, and the steps I've taken to help me figure out my passion purpose in life. And don't get me wrong, I haven't arrived, but I'm definitely happy to share what I've learned along the way, and the different things I've done to help me with that process, if that makes sense. So let's get straight into it. I have my notes. I don't forget to share anything with you guys. Let me just give y'all a little bit of background. Okay, when I went to college, I started, my major was in business administration. And then everything was smooth sailing. I was doing great in college until I got to micro and macro. I didn't even make it to macro. So let's just say I got to microeconomics, and Lord, everything was going over my head. Everything was going over my head. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I was not, for some reason, the information and the content and we weren't connecting. I wasn't getting it, so I was discouraged. Oh Lord, I went through a lot emotionally because, first generation college student, you're trying to just make it. I am a big believer on being open. Don't stuff your feelings. Don't feel like you can't share what you're going through with anyone, because Satan wants you to believe that you are alone with your thoughts, and that you are the only one going through what you're going through. No one else can understand. You are alone, so shut up, don't say anything, and then you suffer in silence. So I'm a big believer with share what you're going through. You will be surprised when you share what you're feeling, what you're going through. Number one, the relief. Two, the help you get from it. Anywho, so I ended up I was depressed, and I ended up sharing with, a friend of mine, and she was like, well, maybe Pauline, you should try, what do you enjoy? You should try maybe another major. And I thought to myself, dang it, I didn't even think about another major. I was so consumed with, I need to do this major. I picked this major and I need to stick to it. I was so consumed with that. And in my mind, I never thought about another option when there really were other options. So I had taken this class in the past that I really enjoyed, and it was sociology. So I ended up switching my major to sociology, and things got better. And I got a minor in education. And you're probably like, why are you sharing all this? I'm getting to the point. While working with middle schoolers, I decided this is not for me. I don't want to be a school counselor. So I got a job as in a customer service department with a company. I got promoted into different positions. I learned a lot. I was able to travel and do some training for the company out of the country. I was able to do a lot of different things. I'm sharing all of this because I want you guys to see the transition with everything that I went through, and that they were all, they're all different kind of things. But even with doing that, I felt like I still felt lost. I did not know what my purpose and passion was. You see, when I was in college, I just went to college I went for one thing that ended up having to switch my major. And then when I switched my major, I realized, well, I'm not changing my major again, when I realized I didn't want to work in a school with little kids. But I just finished out the major because I'm like, I'm not starting over with something else. So I finished out, but I still felt lost. And all my friends knew exactly what they wanted to do. whether they wanted to be a lawyer, whether they wanted to be a doctor, whether they wanted to be work in marketing. They all knew, at least the people I was around, they all knew what they wanted to do. You know, everyone is so clear on their purpose and what they want to do, and I'm not clear. So I struggle with that. And then this I remember feeling sad about it. And I went to church one time, and this old white lady, she was so sweet. She was like, "Pauline, why are you so down?" I was like, well, you know what? Honestly, I just feel like I have no direction in life. Everyone around me knows what they want to do except for me. I don't know what I want to do. I have I don't feel like I have purpose. I don't have direction. And she was like, "You are in a great spot." I'm like, huh? She was like, "You are in a wonderful spot. You don't know what you want to do. That means you have a clean slate, a perfect slate for God to work with." And she was like, when you don't know what you want to do, you're more, I guess you're more willing to try different things. You're more willing to listen to God, and you're more willing to go with whatever God suggests for you, because you're not gung-ho on this one specific thing. Because sometimes God is pulling you to do one thing, but you're like, this is what I've trained my whole life to do, and this is what I want to do, and this is what I'm going to do. And God is like, well, I have something else in store for you. And you're like, no, this is what I want to do. And so she was explaining that because you don't have this one specific thing that you're tied to, you're readily, I guess, you're more willing to listen to what God has to offer. And I thought to myself, And she was like, and Pauline, you're what, 21, 22? She's like, girl, there are 40-year-olds that don't know what they're still trying to figure out life. So don't rush into feeling like you need to know exactly what you want to do. She's like, just live life and experience different things, try different things, and you will find it. And I'm telling you, that changed my whole perspective for the rest of my 20s and 30s. I'm still in my 30s, almost out of it. But, that changed my whole perspective. And that gave me confidence and trusting God with whatever the plan was for me. I was elated with that information. And I just felt like, okay, God can still use me, even though I don't know exactly what I want to do. So fast forward to, being in this job, learning all these different things. And then after that job, I realized that, I was there almost 10 years. And then I was like, okay, I think I'm done with this. I want to move on, because I felt that tug to want to work for myself and become an entrepreneur, right? So when I became an entrepreneur, when I dabbled into my own business, what ended up happening was I realized that all those things I did leading up to me doing what I am doing now all helped me with what I'm currently doing. The trainings that I did at the job helped. The managing people helped. All the database, customer service, all of that stuff helped. It did not hinder me. It only helped me towards my next step in life. So I shared that timeline because I felt like it was important to share, because I want you to see that you don't have to know everything, but you do have to take steps and be brave. So I'm going to share just the little things that has helped me kind of, I guess, lean me into my purpose and what I eventually decided what I want to do. Now, is this what I'm going to do for the rest of my life? I don't know, but I am open and willing to go wherever God is leading me. When I feel the need, when I have a passion for something, I work towards it, I do it. And then if God is like, okay, you're done with this, let's move on to the next, I'm ready, okay? So here are things that I did to kind of help me along the way, to kind of help me, I guess, navigate through figuring out what my purpose is, right? The first thing I did, you have to be willing to say yes more often. A lot of times people are just like, no, I don't want to try this, I don't want to do this. Sometimes just say yes, because you might never know the thing you're saying yes to will open up doors and opportunities to something waiting for you on the other side. That one thing that you are like unsure about, it is helping you to, it might be, that one thing you say yes to might be necessary to help you with whatever your purpose, the purpose is for you, whatever it is that lies ahead for you. It will help. You don't know until you say yes. So say yes more often. That's something I did. If if God put something in my heart, I was ready to try it out. If it didn't work, it didn't work. But even if it did not work, I learned something in the midst of it that is going to help me with my next step. So say yes more often. The second thing I did was trying new things. Don't hesitate to try new things, okay? Sometimes you won't know if you like the thing or the task or whatever it is unless you try it. I love helping people, and sometimes helping people helps me to realize, oh, I like this. I didn't want to try it at first, but I honestly like it. So trying new things helps me, and it kind of helps me figure out what I like and what I don't like. You're still trying new things, help you to learn yourself and understand yourself more, because you just never know how trying different things will be an eye opener to something else. So try new things. Listen to the next thing is, I would say, is listen to the people around you that love you and want to see the best for you, because a lot of times people can read you better than you can read yourself. Your parents, you know how the saying, mama always knows best. People who love you and really want to see the best for you will see things that you sometimes don't see. Sometimes I have a hard time seeing me all the time, and someone else will see and be like, well, Pauline, have you ever thought about this? Pauline, you're really good at this. Have you ever thought about that? So hearing what people have to say about you, what you're good at, what you excel in, what you enjoy. Some people will tell me, Pauline, when you do X, Y, and Z, you are like, something about what you're doing now is lighting you up. I was hesitant about starting YouTube when I first started, and I didn't know I was going to like YouTube. My clients have been encouraging me to do YouTube since I started doing Loc, since 2014, 2015. My clients were like, because my clients would have questions, and I would do little mini videos and send to them to help them with their process. And they would say, Pauline, you're really good at this. You should do a YouTube channel. You should have a YouTube channel. And I was like, oh, girl, no, that is not for me. No. Fast forward 7 years later, I decided, oh, let me dabble with YouTube, because my clients kept saying, girl, you need to be on YouTube. Girl, you have so much information. Girl, you have this thing about you. You love to help people. You love to share information. You need to be on YouTube, because people like me, we need you. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, let me try it out. I was hesitant, but I was like, okay, let me try it out. So, and I tried it out, and y'all, YouTube is like my favorite platform to be on. I don't know what it is, but I just love it. I love helping people. I love sharing information, and then you guys come back, oh my God, this helped me. Oh my God, girl, you just saved me from cutting off my locks. Oh my God, you just helped this journey to be a whole lot better. Like, you guys are coming back, and I'm like, wow, not only that I'm helping you guys, but I actually love it at the same time. I love YouTube. I just love it. So had I not listened to my clients, I wouldn't have known this would work for me. So the people around you, whether it's your clients, whether it's your family, whether it's your friends, when they want the best for you and when they truly love you, they see you differently, and they are going to help you to tap into your superpowers. So listen to the people around you. That's another thing I would share. Another thing that helped was paying attention to the small details, the small steps. Don't ignore the small things. Sometimes if it's not something big, we're not paying attention to it, but pay attention to the small steps, pay attention to the little details, because those are the things that's going to help you with identifying that purpose. Some things, the small things, like I started paying attention to how I would feel when I do something different, how I felt when I helped someone. Coaching was never something I thought about, but people constantly come to me for advice. People constantly come to me for information, and I'm always ready to help. I'm always excited to help, and I'm like, I really enjoy doing this. When I do one-on-one coachings, which I wasn't doing prior, but I started doing it because people kept asking me, hey, can I contact you for some of your time. Hey, can you spend some time with me and help me with X, Y, and Z? Hey, I'm thinking about doing this. Can you help me? People come to me without me even saying, hey, this is what I'm doing. People would come to me for certain things. And I thought to myself, okay. And I enjoy it. So because I enjoy it, it helps me to, I guess, figure out that next step with identifying my purpose, my passion. Have I arrived? I don't know, but listen, I'm going to continue to say yes. I'm going to continue to try new things. I'm going to listen to the loved ones around me, and I'm going to continue to pay attention to the small steps because those help, okay? And another thing I want to share, the next one is to keep going. I've noticed sometimes when you're operating in your genius zone, right? When you're doing your passion, when you're fulfilling your purpose, we can get discouraged with one little thing that happens in the process. And because we get in our feelings and emotions, we feel like, well, I'm not doing this, ain't for me. I'm not doing this. So I want to encourage you to keep going, even if one thing annoys you. Dealing with people, running a business can be emotionally draining. But because one thing happens in your business, it doesn't mean that whatever you're doing isn't meant for you to do when something negative happens. So don't get caught up with, oh, this one thing happens, that means I'm not operating in my purpose and I don't need to be doing this. No, you are going to get negative comments. You're going to get all types of stuff that happens in your business or whatever it is that you're doing, but it doesn't mean that you should not be doing whatever it is that you're doing because of that, okay? So keep going. Don't get discouraged. Keep going. Even if we're operating in our purpose or in whatever we're supposed to be doing, what I've noticed sometimes is that when it gets harder, we automatically assume that we should not be operating in that particular space, that you don't belong in that space. When it gets hard, just keep going. Just keep going, because I don't know anything that's easy, and I don't know anything that's just comfortable. Being an entrepreneur isn't comfortable. Having your own business isn't, you are going to have hard times, but it doesn't mean that you should give up. You want to literally press through and keep going, because that is going to help you discover another layer of your purpose and identity. So keep going. Don't get discouraged. I want to just let you know that keep doing it. Do it with gratitude, because whatever you're doing, it is going to help you with the next step to come. So I hope this helps. I hope you will continue to lean into your purpose. You will continue to just pay attention to what your heart is desiring and figuring out how I can operate in that zone. Because a lot of times some of you guys will identify what you enjoy, but too scared to take risks, too scared to try anything. But you won't know until you try it. So I hope this video has helped. Share it with anyone you think might need this encouragement, might need this insight. Definitely, if you enjoyed the video, like it, please like it. And if you're still watching, just go ahead and subscribe if you have not done so. I appreciate it. Every little love that you show me on my channel helps me. So if you enjoy it, be sure to like, comment. If you have any questions, share with someone who might need this, and I will see you next time. Bye.